So I received a request through YouTube. We're going to be checking out another map from Dario Battelli. Now, Dario Battelli, as you know, is one of my favorite folks as far as Custom Geo is concerned. He's made some really gorgeous boards I've had the opportunity to play through, and he has suggested what looks to be a recent addition to his library here. This is E1M2 World of Torture Part 1, and right off the bat, I think the only piece of feedback I'm going to give here is that he has a board called Land of Torture. He has a series called Land of Torture. And so when he told me this was World of Torture, I honestly thought when I read the request at first that it was a map I had already played. So I feel like maybe the title is a little too close to the other titles. It doesn't help that he's using the same background image for Land of Torture and World of Torture. So I'd say just, you know, if you're looking for a way to differentiate so people aren't looking at it on sort of like the newest maps list or whatever and thinking, oh, he's just republishing an old map, what I'd say is, you know, sort of find a way to just make that name just a little bit different. But in any case, you know, or at the very least, just the background maybe a different background, so that it just there's enough differentiating it from Land of Torture, which at this point is a pretty famous map, Dario. You should understand by now that there's a lot of people that know about Land of Torture. So, in any case, this is a wholly new map. It's map ID FQ6ADEFV. It says a level split into two parts, only huge arenas with an overdose of demons. And let's take a look at his author profile. Dario Battelli has rocked a 1 day and 19 hours of SnapMap play time and accumulated over 113,000 SnapMap points. He's the author of 10 total maps, and so far every single one of them I play has been gorgeous. So, I mean, this is a guy that really does a great job with props and custom geo, and he's an artist. He's a total artist. So, I'm very much looking forward to seeing what's in store for us in the World of Torture. Oh my goodness gracious. Yo, this is rough looking. Oh my goodness. Alright, what do we got on the old weapon wheel here? So, rocket launcher, plasma rifle, Gauss cannon, super shoddy. Oh my goodness. It's all big weapons. We're just not even fooling around right now. Oh my goodness. I would be doing this board a disservice by just... And of course I have this great speed, so I could just be out the door in a second. But what a disservice I would be doing. Look at this. Oh my goodness, that is so good looking. Wow. That is great. Alright, and then, oh wow. Whoop. Okay. Didn't do the thing I thought it would do, but oh my goodness. Okay. Alright. Wow. Die. Oh, I better be careful. I only have like 139 rockets left. Cool, the old siphon grenade. So, yeah, due to the wide open nature of this arena, I definitely have a little more of an opportunity to kind of look around. I'm not sure what that Thunderbolt's going to do for me, but let's find out. Wow, I move even, like, we went from, like, regular speed to ludicrous speed. Like, at this point, if I grab a haste, I'm going to go to plaid.
Goddamn motherfucking Spaceball.
Oh my god. Alright, so do you guys ever actually, you know, die or what here? Okay, so... Alright, so basically that was a super haste, is what that was, because it had a limited run on it. I feel like because it's a whole new... you're basically introducing a whole new power-up, so I feel like a meter on the side of the screen to let you know how long you have it would go amiss. You know, I mean, keep in mind that when you use haste or regeneration, those other things, they do give you a meter to let you know how long they run. So I'm thinking a meter to let you know how long you have that super duper speed for would be helpful. And oh geez, boy, you're just gonna be a pain in the patella, aren't you? There. All right. Oh no, I'm all down to 55 rockets. I better stop complaining, or else he's going to take out the awesome ammo in the next update. No, honestly, I think one of the great things about Dario Battelli's boards is that he is no stranger to, like, just letting you know, this is what these boards are about. I have made a great set piece. and I'm just going to let you kill things in it because, you know, that's all there is to it. And, oh boy, 2 more, huh? So really, from a combat standpoint, you just got to expect it's a crunch all you want, die all you want kind of board. You know, just quit your complaining and kill some demons, you know? While you're killing demons, hey, take a look at, like, the environments that I've created. Like, swear to God, have you ever, like, read Heavy Metal or, like, watched the movie? Like, a lot of the environments Dario Patelli creates reminds me of Heavy Metal. The effect is cool, don't get me wrong. And like I said, it does give me the opportunity to kind of look around at the walls and go, oh my god, look at that. Oh my god, like I'm able to be in a boss battle and look at those ceilings and go, holy cow, that is cool looking. And still go back to my battle and just be firing stuff, you know. And then, of course, notice things like the shadow play over here is just, you know. But, like, seriously, you know, look at my other videos. I'm usually observing those things between battles, not during them, you know. So that is something to think about. All right, here we go. Okay, I got some rockets somewhere. Like the floors kind of like look like, you know, the board has Intel inside, you know, like there's a very sort of like computer chip thing going on there. It's very cool. So something's getting laggy. I should not be surprised. There's a lot going on in this board. All right, there we go. There. Making Revenant paste. Okay. There. Boom, headshot action there. Alright, just go ahead. I gotta tell you, that is pretty satisfying. Just lobbing a. Oh, I don't have my one shot, one kill thing with the Gauss cannons. There is just very satisfying. You know, that's one thing about these big arena boards is they give you these opportunities that you don't normally get in a lot of other boards where, you know, you're dealing with tighter quarters. So, you know, it's nice to be able to take advantage of that stuff. Oh Lord. Oh boy. So one of the things I'm going to be publishing this week is I came up with a method of and I demonstrated it in Devil City Ransom. I came up with a method for using environment hazards on bosses that you normally can't use, and part of the reason I was inspired to do that is because some of the environment hazards that people like to do these sort of basically you hook a hazard spawner up to a repeater and then you target a mob with it, and it does like cool effects like that. It looks great, but several of the hazards in question make a noise when repeated that is just, it just grates after a while. And so one of the reasons I want to do that tutorial is to kind of address that sort of thing. And sort of an example of that. This is one of the environment hazards that does make a noise that when repeated every 1/10 of a second can get a little hairy. Oh, there's something else over here. Okay, there we are. Alright, okay. Alright, anybody else? Anybody else hiding around in here somewhere? Anybody else wanna... Okay, cool, I can push these buttons finally. Alright, that did... what? Ooh. Alright, another button. Alright, and I'm just gonna leave that for now until such time as we can move on. And one more over here. Okay, cool. Alright, did that... okay, we've got a teleporter, so we're just gonna grab the super health, because probably gonna need it. And... alright, what do we got here? Another one of these, like, really cool looking, like, wall structures here. Man, it's just so good looking. Oh, we're up here above now. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's hit this button. So, there it is. Okay, so this area has opened up now. Alright, so let's check out these side areas first here. So I noticed that the blocking volume was also blocking these areas. And so my instinct is maybe there's something back here, and I was right! I found a little dude. I don't know what that did for me, but it's probably a secret. So there you go. So, oh, what's this? Okay. All right, very cool, very cool. Wow, just wow, very cool looking. Okay, next area. Oh wow, oh wow. They go. Oh jeez, guys. Be a little more accommodating when somebody is visiting your very well decorated home. So back in the, I can't remember the name of the comedian, but he told this joke that like some people like, you know, like his mom in particular, he watches movies with his mom and like she always comes away from it with a different message. Like he was watching Scarface with her at one point, and there's the scene at the end where he says, "Say hello to my little friend," and he's like killing dozens of cops. Blood is going all over the walls, and it's just super crazy and everything. And his mother's watching the thing and going, "Oh, that's a lovely house," you know. And I'm sort of the same way with Snap Maps, especially with Dario Batali. Like, there's all these, like, you know, you got these poison-spitting, you know, Mancubus guys and big old Barons of Hell that, you know, want to eat me as, like, the donut with their breakfast coffee, and like, you know, like all this crazy stuff's going on. And I'm sitting here and I'm going, oh my goodness, look at the shadow play on the walls and the, you know, like. But really, again, that's what you got to do with like boards that Dario Batali designs. You know, like, yeah, he's gonna put the crazy combat in there, but he's putting the crazy combat in there because it's Doom. You know, but honestly, my feeling with Dario Batali is that less that he's, you know, he's designing Doom boards, and more that he's designing interactive works of art, you know, and it really is the case, you know. His boards are interactive works of art. The only reason they have enemies in them is because it's Doom and they have to have enemies in them, honestly. Like, if they, I swear to God, if Dario Batali put out a board that had 0 enemies in it, I would still upvote the crap out of it, because he just, like the, and don't get me wrong, the combat always ends up being fun, especially this one, because like I said, I love arena-style boards, you know, where it's just, you know, get in there and just rip, tear, crunch, do all that fun stuff. From a gameplay perspective, these are fun to do, but I mean, Dario Batali could put out a map called, like, Shoot One Imp, you know, and, like, it could be, like, 10 of these rooms, and at the end of it, you shoot one imp once, and he's at, like, 1% health, and I would still be, like, you know, bored of the year, you know, like... Oh, and that's another reason I would do that, because one downside to Dario Batali's boards is he never puts in a checkpoint system. So, so now you got to do the Walk of Shame. So, granted, those Walk of Shames aren't terribly long, but you know, there you have it. So. What am I stuck on? What am I stuck on? Okay, so the cool star thing in the floor over here. So yeah, I mean, if you're one of those people that's like really good at Doom and you never die, you'll never notice that the boards never have checkpoints, you know? So, I am not one of those people. I will always notice that there are no checkpoints. A little bit of lag. Again, there's a lot going on in this section of the board, so the lagginess does not surprise me. Alright, let's go back to the old rocket launcher for a bit. Fire into this group of dudes here. There we go. Have a snack, buddy. You made it yourself. Alright. Yeah, see ya. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely a little on the snaggy side. As probably designed to be. I mean, nobody puts that much work into a floor element and then goes, oh, I forgot to make it so people don't stick on it. No, I'm probably guessing that was an intentional thing to kind of make the second part of this board a little more challenging. Although, let's test it. Yep, snags over here, snags over here. Yep, we're just going to say that was an intentional board element. Which, again, fair enough, you know. It's nice that you have an element there that can, you have to sort of be aware of your surroundings, but at the same time, it doesn't hamper your ability to look at things. And like I said, if there's one thing that you got to take away from, it's that Dario Battelli boards are primarily designed to be looked at, So it's a great way of like adding an extra element of caution to the board without, taking away the ability to lay eyes on what's going on in the environment. Bloop. There we are. Sick of your junk, Riveno. Oh boy, another Spectre. The thing with Spectres, I can never tell how many of them I've actually killed because I can barely see them from half the board away, and, there's another one. Doggone it. Die already, please. Thank you. You know who you're talking to? This is Doom Guy you're talking to. A Doom Guy, not the Doom Guy. Sorry if I realize it's a little like running into a celebrity's cousin, but still, I'm a Doom Guy. Alright. Give me that health, boys. Whap! Alright. Let's see if we can get there in time. We certainly can. Eat up, buddy. Alright, what's next? I understand why we're using the Land of Torture name, because the aesthetic is very similar to Land of Torture, so World of Torture is very similar to Land of Torture, and so you kind of want to have that connection, but again, I feel like the similarities are a little... Oh, wow! The Torture Parthenon. Oopsie poopsie. Alright. Shoot barons in the PP. Yeah. That's what we do. Oh my god, look at these columns. Oh my god. Like, seriously, like, this inspires me to want to do a board that's just all, like, Greco-Roman mythology and stuff. Like, this is really, like, seriously, you straight up built the doggone Parthenon. This is great. Go inside the Parthenon. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is really good. I'm proud I only died once so far. Having said that, I'm probably about to die again real quick, but as I keep using these siphon grenades, I should be fine. Come get some. Well, using them correctly, let's put it that way. Slappity. Alright. said glory kill, doggone it. There we go. Alright, let's check behind these columns. Any more secrets? Oof! Ow! That was a explosion to the face. Ask your doctor if an explosion to the face is right for you. And he will say no. Also, shotgun blasts to the butt. I mean, you know, not something I think about a lot, but it is something that comes up every once in a while, which is that you ever notice that the Baron of Hell has a really toned butt? Like, oh my god, he must work out, right? So, like, seriously. I mean, I would presume that living in hell is probably really good cardio. I mean, it's all that running and fighting that you pretty much have to do all the time. You know, pretty good for your cardio. Although you wouldn't know it from Revenants, they could stand to gain some weight. But yeah, seriously, Barons of Hell, just you know, great glutes. You know. Yeah. Yeah. It's down to you little guys, huh? Alright. Alright. Where's our boss? Okay. Alright, well, no boss, then I want to speak to your manager. Alright, fine, whatever. Okay. Well. Now, let's have a look at that. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at the little... Oh, there's even statues up at the top. I just noticed that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Like, straight up statues on there. Like, this is that is just... Rock up? What? Oh, okay, sorry. Okay. Anyway, so, yeah, that is really cool looking. That is very cool looking. Alright, so then we head in here. Hit the button. And we have cleared part 1. Holy cow. So, yeah, wow. Amazing looking board. I was especially impressed with the that Parthenon at the end. That was really cool. And I've played a couple of boards in the past. I think Major Poop in particular likes to use Zeus in his boards, and I really think like what was always sort of missing from that was like just sort of that real feel and like just that perfect combination that Dario Battelli does with the environment settings and the light and shadow play, and you know, just using props that actually have those textures that to create these just really cool, really old looking columns, and you know, and again that Parthenon at the end, right down to the little statues on it, was just gorgeous, just gorgeous. So, you know, and like I said, the only feedback I think I could give there is if you're going to make custom, sort of custom power-ups, I feel like they need to behave at least sort of like the power-ups from the game. So, like, if you're going to do like a super speed power-up, there should really be like a meter on the side. But one of the things I also have to keep in mind with the Dario Battelli style is there's rarely, if ever, any messaging going on in those boards. Like, you know, there's no meters to pop up. There's no text to let you know what anything is or anything like that. You know, it's just all very minimalist, and it lets, like, it doesn't even care if you think there's a story or not. It's just, look at these awesome places to be. They're all, you know, just pretty much set things. Like, I'm even remembering from what was the last board I played, where basically he didn't even like use text or any sort of like things to let you know where switches was. He literally just used, like, you know, color shape combinations to let you know like what switches went with what things, you know. So like very minimalist that way. So and you know, just none of that sort of, you know, telling you things. It's just this definitely the master of show don't tell is definitely what's going on there. So in any case, you know, can't say enough great things about this. You know, E1M2 World of Torture Part 1. That map ID one more time is FQ6ADEFV. A fun experience, and the one time that I died in it probably wouldn't have happened if I wasn't so busy just looking around and going, oh, that's a lovely house. Oh, look at that. That is gorgeous. But I can't help it. It's Dario Battelli. These boards are gorgeous. So